Dispatchers help callers on the worst days of their lives. For over 25 years, we've been there. A silent partner in millions of calls thanks to our redundant and diverse networks that ensure call delivery. Today, cities are bigger, traffic more congested, and the challenge is more complex. But you're never alone, because InDigital is quietly improving, implementing, and driving the next generation of 911, so you're supported in every situation. Make the switch at InDigital.net.
If Within the Trenches has ever taught you something, open your eyes to what it is like to be a 911 dispatcher, or has inspired you to become one, then help support us and join our Patreon. Get exclusive bonus content, one-of-a-kind swag, discounts on merchandise, ad-free early access to new episodes, and much more. To join, please visit patreon.com/WTT podcast. And if you're an industry partner, we have something for you as well. And now, for the show.
This is Jordan, and you're listening to the Code 7 Podcast Network.
Warning. This episode contains the 3 A's of podcasting: adult content, adult language, and awesomeness. You've been warned.
Dispatch.
There is no one over here to cook our lunch. We are waiting for our lunch, and there's no one here to cook our lunch.
All right, calm down. Where are you at?
The group home. Now, what are you going to do?
We'll get some help over there for you, okay?
Welcome to Open Mic, where we visit the lighter side of dispatch, because laughing is good medicine. All right, yo, what is going on? Good evening. This is Ricardo, and we are getting started here with Open Mic Live. And okay, good. It looks like over here on Facebook, YouTube, X, and Instagram, it has kicked in the, I don't know, I was getting some weird signal over here, but of course, as always, Instagram is crap. So I'm sure people can see me over there. If not, let me know. And then over here with all of my homies on TikTok, hello. Welcome back. Welcome back, everyone. It is June 29th. Holy moly. This month is already going to be over, man. And this live broadcast is sponsored by InDigital, a leader in next-gen core services. And a big shout out, as always, to subscribers of the podcast, especially all of you who are here watching, listening, supporting, and sharing. Thank you. It has been an amazing week. I can't even fully explain it. It has been something. But before all of this, I do want to mention a few things. So hold on here one moment. For everyone here on TikTok, you won't be able to see the picture, but if you have looked at my videos, just even from today, there is an image that I shared, and that image is what I'm going to be sharing on screen right now. So for everyone over here on Facebook, YouTube, X, as well as Instagram, I'm going to share this on my screen. So yesterday I got some news that there was a loss of one of our thin gold line out of Buncombe County in North Carolina. They cover Asheville and other areas there, and I just wanted to take this moment just to give a moment of silence for a few seconds. Again, my heart goes out to everyone there at that center, friends, family, everything, for Buncombe County. they, along with a few other areas, but especially this area here that covers Asheville in North Carolina, got hit really hard um, during Hurricane Helene. And a few months after it happened, I was able to, I had the opportunity, the honor through working in partnership with the North Carolina 911 board to go out to Burke County as well as um, several counties, Henderson, so many more that were out there. And I was able to go out there and visit with folks. And the last center that I went to was Buncombe County. And I met Amy out there, and I was able to record with her and share her story. Also New Hanover. So the most recent one was New Hanover and Henderson. And after Henderson is when I had gone out to meet with Amy. She's a great speaker, has a powerful story, but I got a chance to go out to Buncombe County. And that evening, after recording episodes all evening, or all day rather, into late afternoon and evening, I traveled out to record with Amy. And she brought me in. They welcomed me with open arms. Felt like family, walking in. And she introduced me to a ton of people. And I got to hear her story. And then yesterday I hear about this loss. I spoke to Amy as well, and she had given me some information to be able to, for anyone who would like to send a card or something for support. If you go on any of my social media channels, you'll be able to find the address and everything there. So thank you, Amy, for sharing that with me. But they did lose one of their own there at the center. And yeah, again, just my heart goes out to all of you. And if you need anything, please let me know. I will do my best to assist in any way possible. All of this, just like I said, I just really feel for them, and it sucks. So just be there for each other. Everyone, all of you who are watching and listening, support each other, because when we are in this profession, I mean, it's obvious, right? People say all the time, life is short, but in this profession, you find out even faster how short life can truly be. So again, be there for each other. If you haven't heard from each other, reach out. Reach out. And if you ask someone if they're okay, and they give you that, yeah, of course. Yeah, I'm fine. Maybe ask again. Maybe it's that one response that, are you sure? That it will allow someone to open up and talk. So, again, my heart goes out to all of you. And I'm sure there'll be more stuff that gets put out there in reference to supporting the center and everyone there, friends, family, everyone involved. So stay tuned for more information, whether it be from myself or I'm sure North Carolina, Nina, or the board, or any of those folks that work with all of these centers, they will end up posting something as well. So this week has been something, and let me bring this off the screen here. I wanted to make sure to take a moment right off the bat to be able to mention this, because yeah, like Ryan down there says, in a blink of an eye, it can happen. In the blink of an eye. And sometimes those who as they say, have the brightest smiles might be the ones that are hurting the most or hiding it the best. So let's just be out there for each other. And one thing that I don't have a lot of information on, mostly because I just saw it as I was putting a lot of this stuff together. And yes, Cassie mentioned this as well. She just put it in there in the comments. Prayers, thoughts, everything, good vibes going out to the northern Idaho area. There's a lot of bad stuff that happened there, and if you want to learn more about it, you can look it up. Like I said, I just saw some of the stuff that was going on, but it looks like there are several people that have been injured, and it was from an active shooter incident earlier today. Firefighters, law enforcement, and such. So thoughts and prayers, heart goes out to all of you as well. And more, I'm sure, will be coming soon, information-wise, on everything that's going on out there. So, as I mentioned in the beginning, I am fresh back from the National NENA Conference. During the time, I don't know if you hear that, but there have been people since yesterday setting off mortars, and you can kind of hear the boo, boo, boo. So if you hear any of that, that's what's going on. They're just my neighbors around me who are starting early. And I'm sure all of you are already getting your phone calls on whether they are gunshots or fireworks. And if it hasn't started yet, get ready, because I'm sure it's going to. I was in dispatch in Michigan when they had just passed this law that said something to the effect of you can shoot off fireworks the day before, the day of, and the day after. And basically, it didn't matter where you were at. I mean, of course, there's like local ordinances and everything, but there wasn't a lot that could be done. And people would get pissed. They're like, I got to go to sleep. I got to work tomorrow. And I'm in the back of my head, I'm like, I'm working all night. I'm already here. But I mean, no, I get it. I felt for them too, but there wasn't a lot we could do. And I couldn't help but just like apologize. A lot of people I would apologize to. I'd be like, I'm so sorry. Take it up with your reps. Like, I'm not sure what else to do. Like, people are allowed to shoot off fireworks the day before, the day of, and the day after. And I remember one of the people that I spoke to, and again, this is years ago. Someone ended up saying to me, well, that is really stupid. And I said, you know what? I agree with you. I agree, but there's nothing I can do. If you want to, because what we did do was, if they really wanted to speak to someone, we would take their name and phone number, and we would have the officer that works that area, when they had the chance, to call them and let them talk it out that way. And sometimes, officers would go and do like extra patrol, which was good. But other times, we'd be so busy, it would just be like, if we're able to get out there, we're able to get out there. But as of right now, per the law, they're allowed to do this. And I don't remember if there was a cutoff for time either. It was just, we're doing it. So, yeah, I'm sure you guys are all dealing with that stuff already. I ended up putting out episode 607 with Michelle out of Henderson County in North Carolina, and episode 608 dropped as well. And that was with Emily with Henderson County, and just some excellent episodes. Make sure to check those out if you haven't done so already. And I do have a clip that I'm going to play towards the end of the broadcast today that comes from the most recent one with Emily, and it has to do with a monkey. So stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for that one, and that is going to be excellent. So make sure to check that out. Now that I'm back, I've got some more time to start posting and doing more. I know I say this all the time, and I'm really busy. So I'm trying. I am super trying, and maybe I'll bring some people on as volunteers to help run some of the community and such. So keep that in mind. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. We got a lot of stuff coming up. So just for over here on Facebook, because I can't put it over here on TikTok, but for over here on Facebook and Instagram, I'm just going to put the link in there for the Trenches community. Anybody wants to come on, it is free. There are over 200 hours of free continuing education. And again, I am trying to get in there and put all the stuff that I want to put in there so that it is a spot where everyone can come, connect, and learn from each other, as well as all of those amazing sessions that are for free. That's right. It's for free. Okay. That's how we're doing this. Right before, and this is the reason I didn't do this last week, is because I had just come back from Texas. I was out in Tarrant County teaching out there for the week and recording some awesome episodes. I'm so excited for all of you to listen to those, and the Imagine Listening session and open mic session from that as well. That'll be put on the separate Imagine Listening podcast, which I'm updating all of that stuff as well. So episode 2 is going to be coming out, and I'm going to be pushing a bunch of them just so that it's caught up. And then it's going to be on its regular schedule, because those will end up coming out every other week, where within the Trenches podcast, the OG, where if you are looking for dispatch storytelling and learning about dispatch and their stories, their experience, accept no substitutes. There you go. Boom. So last week, not just this past week, but the week before, again, I was out in Tarrant County in Texas. Thank you, Tarrant County, for hooking me up, bringing me in to teach. And it was just awesome, an awesome time out there. And then I ended up going out to, I want to make sure I get this right, because it's NWECC. There we go. NWECC. Roxy, what's going on over here on TikTok? Yo, what is up, my friend? I was out at NWECC. I was out there recording episodes, and it was such a good time. Again, I cannot wait for all of you to listen to those episodes. I've got tons of episodes. I have probably episodes through August or October. Like, that's how many new ones I have, that they're just going to keep coming and coming and coming and coming. So make sure to look out for those. But the first day that I was out there in Texas, I was at NWECC, and I got a chance to meet with them, go into their dispatch center, and just record with them, do a little highlight reel. So I'm going to be posting that up soon, as well as one from Cobb County in Georgia and the one from Aurora County out in Colorado. I've got to catch up on those and put those out there as well. But at NWECC, I was there throughout the day. And then I ended up going to, oh gosh, what was the name of that place? Cattleman's. I went out to Cattleman's. Superb. It was a little on the pricey side, but it was worth it. And I say this because I kind of, ever since I've been going around teaching the communications course that I have, after the last day of teaching, I will go to a place to have like a steak dinner. And I know I'm a nerd like that, but that's what I did. That's where I went to Cattleman's, and it was outstanding. I love me a good steak. This was a New York strip, and it was superb. I had fries and some fried mushrooms as well. It was awesome, man. It was really good. Texas does it well. And then, of course, prior to that steak dinner was being in Tarrant County and I was out at their civic center, which was really cool. Awesome civic center. There was about 30 or so people in that class. It was perfect size, and we were talking. We were learning from each other, and it was an honor to be there with all of you. So thank you so very much for all that you do. And my homie Ben, who I saw at lunchtime, we went to this restaurant called Medea's, and damn it, did they have some good soul food. It was so good. It was. I'm stuffed from eating earlier, man, but holy moly, was that good. It was awesome. And just everybody there, thank you so much. And I hope to come back out to Texas to teach. I got rave reviews, and I couldn't ask for anything better. I'd love to be able to give back and to teach, and especially to teach from my experience through a lot of different things. It was a good time. So thank you all so very much. After that, I was home for like 2 days, and then I flew straight to Long Beach, California. That's right, the LBC. And it felt so nerdy to say the LBC. I was in the LBC out in California, and I have no street cred. I can't be like Snoop Dogg. I can't be all like, with so much drama in the LBC, it's kind of hard being Snoop D-O-double-G. But I somehow, some way, keep coming up with funky ass shit like every single day. See? Oh, man. I'm sorry. But I love having fun with all of you. So here's the thing. We went right in, and I didn't do what I usually do for open mic, so I'm going to do that right now. But also, the reason I jump right in is because I needed to mention Buncombe County and such. So, Keely just logged in. What's up, Keely? What's up, homie? She goes, I just logged in. What the F is happening? So, as people continue to check in, how are you doing? How are you feeling? It is Sunday, June 29th, 2025. On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being shitty, 10 being awesome, how are you feeling? With things that are going on, the number was kind of in the middle for me, but already 23 minutes in, I'm already up a couple numbers. And that's why I love doing open mic with all of you. Because in just chatting with you, just laughing about certain things, it completely refills my cup. And even if your number stays the same, that is okay. Because again, when we join together here, we are joining together for just an hour out of our day to forget about the bullshit that's going on and just talk, experience, and laugh with each other. And that's what I'm doing with you, like I was when Keely jumped in and was like, WTF is happening right now. I'm just having fun with everyone. Keely says, where on the scale is exhausted? I guess that depends. Where would you like to be as exhausted? Because I mean, you could generally be feeling good. Like you could be at a 5 and be exhausted. Hell, I'm up to an 8 now and I'm still exhausted. Because just so much stuff has been going on this past week, man. And I'm back, but woo, it was something. So let's let's jump back into this. And Nina 2025. I want to mention this, okay? Nina 2025 was superb. Oh, Keely says, fair. Make mine an exhausted 8. Hey, that's good. I mean, that's good. That is definitely good. You can be a higher number and still feel exhausted. That's fair. That is good to go. Yeah. So Nina was phenomenal. There was so much stuff going on. Oh, my homegirl, Erica. What is up, Nicole? What are you doing? How are you doing? She says, hey, I'm a 9, but I'm feeling pretty exhausted too. There you go. Yeah. Okay. See, there it is okay. You can be, again, a higher number and be exhausted, man. It's okay. Oh, over here, my homegirl, Donna from Texas. Donna from Texas. Her screen name says Mother of Woofs. What's up, dude? Oh, my other homie over here, Karen. Karen with an I. Karen with an I, okay? Get it right. Don't get it twisted. It's Karen with an I. One of my homies, how are you doing? And so we're talking about Nina. And what I can also jump to really quick was that if you were there and you got a chance, as my homie Karen is coming up here, you got a chance. Rapid SOS put on a badass party, man. We were on the Queen Mary. My homegirl Erica was there with me, and her homies as well, Adam and Caitlin. We had an awesome time. We even got on the dance floor, man. It was superb. It was just natural. It was a good time. But then when we go to leave, after the awesomeness that it was, and we were headed back, we got lost. I'm sorry, Erica. I'm calling us out. So here's the thing, man. There was like 4 floors, and apparently the Queen Mary is haunted. Yeah, it's haunted. I didn't see anything. However, check this out. So the 4 of us are coming down the elevator to hit the shuttle so that we can go back, right? And I'm leaning on just the side of the elevator, and I don't remember what was said. Yes, she's like, so lost. I don't remember what was said, but I said something to the effect of, oh man, so yeah, there's nothing here. This is not haunted or whatever. And Erica, I don't know if you remember, but when I was leaning to the side, when we were in the elevator going down, which we thought we were going to where we were supposed to go to get to the shuttles, there was a boom. There was like this huge thud as I was leaning on it, and I stood up. I was like, okay, I'm not going to lean there. I'm sorry. I take it back. It was creepy. Excuse me. And you can look it up. There are pictures that you can see of like the hallways on each floor, and looking down the hallways, if there is no one else there, it almost is reminiscent of the hallway on The Shining, when the little kid is on the little bike, the pedal bike, and he ends up rolling up onto the twins, and the twins are like, red ram. Like, that's how creepy it was, man. It was something. And then, yeah, so we were lost, and we asked a few people, and they're like, oh yeah, go to this floor and do this, this, and this. And yeah, that's what happened. But if we probably would have stuck to the stairs, it probably would have been better because that's how we went up. So, because there was such a long line for the elevators. So we just went up the stairs 4 floors, and we were there, had an amazing time. Thank you again, Karen, and everyone there at Rapid SOS. It was such a good time there at National Nina. And so we finally get to where we're supposed to go. It was just so funny because we got off on one floor. We're like, yep, this doesn't look right. Erica says it was all part of the experience. It was creepy though. Yeah, dude. Lonnie over here says, I saw that. Oh yeah. Prayers for all the first responders involved. Yes. The one over in Idaho, and just everyone in Buncombe and everything as well. But we finally made it out. We made it out of this maze, and we were able to hit up the shuttle. There was nothing open, like, for because we were looking for some more food and stuff, and there was nothing open. Everything had closed just as we were getting there to by the convention center. So we hit up this taco truck. I don't remember the name of the taco truck, but taco truck, if you're watching and you're listening, you were outstanding. Thank you for some amazing quesadillas, some quesadillas, some burritos and tacos, man. Those things were superb. We went back to the lobby of the Marriott and sat there and ate like kings and queens. But overall, it was a great experience, and I always have a good time at Nina, but this one was different, and this is part of what I want to share tonight as well. Let me put this up on the screen because while we were going, oh, Karen says, I wanted barria. Dude, they had them there. They had them there. There was 2 different taco trucks, and the one that we went to, they had them. And I didn't get them because I love the barria ones too, but they're superb. All the food that they had there was really, really good. What can I say? The tacos are good. So walking into this Nina, especially in the vendor hall, it was a different feeling, but it was a good feeling. And I took some footage and stuff. I'll be putting that together and posting it soon. But I was taking it in because there was something that was going to be coming up. Steve, what's going on, homie? I got to see Steve at the conference as well. He had some homemade Buckeyes. Oh my God, they were phenomenal. Super, super sweet. Not like crazy sweet. I just mean like they were just like the texture and the sweetness. It was just a perfect combination. Bro, well done bringing those, making them, all of it, because damn it, they were so good. And it was perfect. Steve goes, just like me. That's right. Steve, you're badass, man. I love it. But yeah, we were standing there talking, and he's got it, and he's like, "You want one of these?" And I was like, "Hell yeah, I do." I was like, "Yeah." Oh, Kelly Flynn, what's up, my friend? What's going on? And popped one in, and it was heaven. It was really good. So I'm taking footage right as I'm walking in there. And I make my way to this booth and was literally welcomed with open arms and folks talking about how excited they were for things that are on the horizon. And I knew I made the right choice. I felt it. It was just a really good feeling. And I was working on this graphic that I was going to post after meeting with some folks at the specific booth. And I get the right logo put together along with another logo. And I go to see this person who had given me a big hug when I got there. And I said, all right, I'm going to do this. And he goes, do it. He's like, I'm excited. We're excited. We're all excited. And I was like, so am I. But I was also shaking in a good way because I was just nervous. I know sometimes people are like, how can you get nervous with certain things, especially when you go up to talk? It's like, I always get nervous. Like it keeps me humble, I guess, but it's like an excited nervous. It's a happy thing. It's a good thing. So I hit post on all of my social media. And this is what it was. Boom. And for those over here on TikTok who can't see it, I have posted this already on my profile, my personal TikTok profile, and the podcast profile for Within the Trenches podcast. So on the screen is the partnership announcement that was made on Monday at like the first official day of NENA, when the vendor hall opened up and everything. This went out, and it, again, the partnership announcement between Rapid SOS and Within the Trenches podcast. And months ago, I had been posting and teasing this announcement. I've been talking about this for a while, but I had been teasing it. I even put out a what if. I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, the post was a selfie of me pointing at a Rapid SOS banner, and I gave the what if Rapid SOS and Within the Trenches podcast were to partner up. And tons of people responded saying how amazing it would be for that to happen. Another person saying the two best resources in the 911 profession, Rapid SOS and Within the Trenches podcast partnering up, is one of the best things. Like, that was a comment to the partnership announcement that went out there. And the amount of people who came up at the conference who congratulated myself, and thank you, John, over here as well. Congratulations. And just saying, we can't wait to see. And, you know, me talking with folks like my homie Karen, who's there, and who's the chief brand officer, you know, for public safety and such at the company, and other folks, we're just talking like getting ready to do some cool shit. Like, just wait. It is going to be awesome. It's going to be a lot of fun. And I can't give a lot of details at the moment, but let's just say, as I said before, when it comes to providing life-saving services for those within the trenches of 911 and the power of storytelling, Within the Trenches podcast, accept no substitutes. This is going to be awesome. So stay tuned for so much more. And one of the other things, and on TikTok, I'm just going to read this, and for everyone here, I'm going to read this as well, because shortly after I had posted that announcement out, and everything is going on at the conference, which, if you've been to conferences, you know, it's just go, 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 go. And if you are working at it, it is even more go, 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 go. So there's so many things that are going on at the time. But I had the chance after one of the nights to jump onto social media. So, and also really quick, for those who are watching and listening, if you have sent any messages, or if there's any notifications or anything that you haven't heard from me yet within the last week, please be patient with me, because I'm catching up on everything. When I go to teach, when I go to a conference, whether it be a state or national conference, my focus is at that moment wherever I'm at. Don't get me wrong, I do answer, you know, phone calls that are coming in, or some like things that emergency stuff that I have to get to. And unless I'm posting an episode, though, but otherwise I am focused on the conference at hand or where I'm at teaching. So if you have not heard from me yet, and you've sent messages or emails or whichever, please be patient, and I'm going to get back to you. Okay. Just give me a little bit of time, because I'm catching up. I'm playing catch up right now. So what I was going to mention here was, shortly after I had made my announcement and I had the chance to go back and look at some of the notifications and such, I saw Rapid SOS's post that they posted, which this felt phenomenal. And we've all known each other for years, and we have talked about doing something like this for years. Yeah, I've had them on as sponsors um early on, like 2016, 2017 or so. It was, but there were like one-offs, right, at national conferences, and we were working together that way. And we've been pretty good friends and such, and it's just things that we've talked about fleshing out to be even bigger than what we were doing. So to be able to put this out, it was amazing. But then to be able to see their post that says our mission, and again, this is from Rapid SOS themselves, our mission to support 911 never stops, and now we've got some serious backup. Excited to welcome Ricardo Martinez of Within the Trenches podcast as a partner in driving meaningful change for the industry. Let's go. Damn. Yeah, there you have it. And I am more than excited. And also, their in-house ESA chief purpose, there was a post that went out. And Keely's down here, so she knows exactly what I'm talking about. There's a post that went out from Chief Purpose, and he had ESA dog, uh, super super cool dog, and I've taken a few pictures and posted them as well. So if you want to see Chief Purpose, you can look at some of my social media, or you can look at Chief Purpose's social media as well, and you'll find all of his stuff and everything. So um, there was a post about becoming best friends, and maybe I have some treats, something to that effect. And Keely says, I know both dem posts. Follow him on IG. Yes. Throw it in there in the comments, please. So people can check it out. And so it was a really cool thing. Again, as I was saying, to be able to go through and just have those moments and be a part of this bigger picture in this profession. And it was amazing. So I wanted to make sure to share that as we're going through this. Also, I did imagine listening at this past National Arena Conference in Long Beach, California. Stacked class, tons of people in there. I definitely got my my steps in. Seriously, because it was a big room, and there was tons of people in there. So everyone who wanted to share a story, like I'm running all over the room, all over the room, all over the room, and there were a lot of folks that that wrote some down as well. So I've got that recording. That'll be part of the Imagine Listening podcast. That'll be coming up soon. Again, I'm going to be putting several episodes out for that one, as well as all of the episodes that I have like through August, maybe even September, man, for Within the Trenches podcast, because I have so many recorded, so many powerful stories coming. So look out for those. But it was, it's hard to explain. And I know I've said this many times, but it's hard to explain what it is like to be in that room with people who know exactly what it is that you're going through, but also having that courage and to be open and vulnerable to share something that you never thought you would share, especially out loud with a bunch of people, some people that you don't know, but also people who do know what it is that you're going through, whether they're friends, coworkers, or strangers in a sense. But really, we're all part of that thin gold line. So your sisters and brothers of the thin gold line, they're there with you. It sucks that sometimes you get more support out of those folks that you don't fully know than those that are around you. But people are coming around. And maybe it's just that they are not exactly ready to open up and share or do things like that. But I got a lot of great feedback from that session. And excuse me, several people saying that it's just what they needed in that time and place, that there were some good classes there at the conference itself, but they really got something out of hearing stories from others and talking to each other and just letting go, really, is what it was. So that was a huge compliment. One person said, and of course this is anonymous, I'm not going to, but something was sent to me that really made just made everything. So I'll just read it really quick. It's just one little section, but this is a testament to the Imagine Listening class and what this specific person got out of it. So it says, this week, after sitting in your class and hearing other dispatchers sharing their stories, I realized that what I'm doing is so much more than the county I work for. Your class was the missing piece that I was hoping to find this year. That's something that smacked me right in the face and made me feel proud of what I do and helped me reflect on my why. Listening to all those other people sharing their stories made me realize that we are all in this together. And even if I don't feel like I have the support of my coworkers right now because they are all so unhappy, I have the support of dispatchers all over the country. And that's a pretty powerful realization to have. Thank you to the person who wrote that and to everyone else who was there in the session or who has ever been in an Imagine Listening session or has written a story for the I Am 911 movement and has been able to get it out. Thank you, all of you. You have no idea just that little piece. There's way more to it. But that was a little piece that I wanted to share. And you made my world, man, like that. That is amazing. But also to have that powerful realization that you have so many people around you in this profession who know. And to feel that sitting there listening to other stories. That's what it's all about. That's a powerful feeling. Again, thank you, Anonymous, for writing that and just being there for each other and for what you do in this profession. And for everyone else that was there too, that got something out of it, whether it was during the emotionally intense part, those first 30 minutes, or the funny part, open mic, whichever part, just the fact that you were there, we were there together with each other, sharing all of this. Again, that's what it's all about. So thank you all for the support. And I just love doing Imagine Listening. So that, again, that was a moment. It's hard. It's hard to explain sometimes, all of that happens. But one of the things that I want to mention as well is kind of moving from the Imagine Listening session, but the conference as a whole. When I started doing everything that I do, one of the big things that I wanted to do was to somehow give back to this profession in any way possible, because this profession has given me a lot. Yeah, there have been a ton of hard moments, so I've gotten that too. But I can safely say that it was worth it. At least for me personally, in my experience, it was worth it because there's so much that has come out of what I experienced while I was dispatching for those 13 years. and continuing on in public safety for over 20 years. Within the Trenches podcast, the I'm 911 movement, Imagine Listening, just everything that I do. But one of the things that I definitely wanted to do, that I finally got the chance to do with my sponsorship within digital, and now that I'm hoping to be able to do now with this partnership coming in, is I'm going to put this on the screen right here. And on TikTok, I've already shared the video. So if you want to see the image as well, you can go there and check it out. But in 2016, I launched the Within the Trenches Continuing Education Scholarship. And that first one went to Leslie of New Hanover 911. She was there at the time. And it was one of the coolest things because also I was working within digital at the time. And they've always been a supporter, a sponsor, and everything. They still are a sponsor, one of the main sponsors of the podcast. And we were a main like diamond sponsor at the NINA conference because it was in Indianapolis that year. I got the chance to go up on stage to kick off the kickoff party the Sunday before everything started. And I asked permission from the bosses to be able to call out Leslie because she was the inaugural recipient of the Within the Trenches Continuing Education Scholarship. And they said, hell yeah, do it. So what I was to do, I stood up there with the amazing Mr. Brian Fonts, the now former CEO of NINA, but it's just done so many things. I got to stand up there with him, which was really cool, and we kicked it off together. And I got a chance to say a few words, and right off the bat, I thanked everyone, but I also called out Leslie. I was like, are you here? And she was she was in line, because that year they had food trucks, and she was in line, and she jumped out and waved, and I got to call her out, and people were clapping and everything for her being the winner. And I was like, man, what a cool experience for her to have and to be recognized for what she does in this profession. And then we move on. So from 2016 to 2020, next up was Ethan Harrison. And I believe his was for Navigator. Janelle Williams, hers was for APCO. And then Jordan was Jordan Webb. That was 2019. She ended up going to NINA because I just went in a circle. It would go down the line. And then the last one, my homie, Samantha Hawkins, who was at the time with Cobb County 911 in Georgia, she ended up being the recipient for 2020. Well, what happened in 2020? If I remember correctly, in 2020, NINA was going to be in Long Beach, and that obviously didn't happen. And I think maybe Navigator was going to be in Vegas, and it didn't happen. And that's where, where we're going to end up doing this. So ultimately, if I remember correctly, it ended up being at APCO instead, and it was San Antonio where that happened. And Samantha got to go. And I remember I got a hold of her, and I said, hey, are you ready to go to the conference? And she goes, what? And I said, you were the recipient. And she goes, I wasn't sure if you were going to do it still because, it had already passed. And it's like 2021 or 2022, whenever this was happening now, where APCO was going to be in San Antonio. And I said to her, hell no, you were the recipient. I've been holding it for you. I said, you're going. I've been holding it for you. And she got to go, and every single person who's received a scholarship, I mean, they've all gone and are just doing amazing things, whether it's in the profession or they've moved on. They've been doing great things. So it was one of the most awesome things to be able to do. And with now working with my good friend Joe Serio, and because I instruct out there as well, and the closer at his 911 leadership training event at the Mayan Ranch in Bandera, Texas. That is something that I want to add to this scholarship. So I'm excited for things that are on the horizon and that could be. But look out for information, because you never know that within the trenches, continuing education scholarship could potentially be right around the corner. So stay tuned for everything that'll be coming up. And I'm just excited for everything, for this partnership, and it's going to be awesome. There's a lot to look forward to. So as we go into the wrap up of this, I want to play a clip from episode 608, and that is with Emily. She is a 911 supervisor with Henderson County out of North Carolina, and she has this story. And I want to play this right now for those on TikTok. I'm going to put my headphones to the microphone so that you can hear it come through, the audio at least. And then I'm going to post the video so that it'll be all over the place as well. And then I've got another episode coming up. There are 2 more episodes out of Henderson County. And then I think, we move on. Well, we move on to the rest that are also on deck. So awesome stuff. Let me switch the audio over here on my audio interface. I'll pull up the video here. You are going to dig this.
There's one where this guy called in. He actually had a pet monkey. Yes.
Wait, what?
Yes. No, he had a pet monkey. And he said, I don't know if I'm able to get assistance for this or anything, but my monkey got out. And it's climbed up the tree, and I can't get it to come back down. And so we sent deputies out there to see if we can assist somehow, because we're not going to not deny someone assistance.
Of course, right.
Plus, I mean, you want to see if it's one true, unless he's crazy, or you want to get a picture of this monkey.
Oh, right, exactly.
And so they get out there, and there's this monkey legitimately up in this tree. It's in a diaper. It's a monkey wearing a diaper. And this dude's dog is like on the ground just barking up at it. And so what the monkey would do is it would come down, slap the dog, run back up the tree.
This is like a cartoon.
Yes.
Okay, what do you think about that? Oh, man. You know, sometimes people are like, does that really happen in 911? Bro. Yes, it does. It does happen. And there's your proof. That's Emily talking about that. What the hell, man? How funny is that? How funny is that? Sometimes these things just happen, man. And you have to go with it. You have to go with it, and of course be professional, right? But when I was on the phone, I would be professional. You know, I don't want to end up on the news. I don't want to end up in the newspaper. I don't want to end up online. My voice, you know, being a dick to somebody, that's not going to happen. However, if it's kind of a funny situation like that was shared, and I'm the one taking the call and my caller is laughing, I am going to laugh with my caller, because you know what? We are human. Yeah. As long as it's not malicious or anything like that. But also, I'm going to preface this, or I'm going to go along with this, a disclaimer. Don't do what I'm saying. I'm telling you what I would probably do. Don't get written up or in trouble and be like, well, Ricardo said that, it was okay. No, I'm not down with that shit. Don't put that on me. I'm simply telling you. If it were me, that's what I would probably do. Don't make me whiteboard this shit. Okay? or like Easy E would say, "Don't quote me, boy, because I ain't said shit." Oh man. Yep, that's 911 for you. This has been an excellent, excellent open mic. Thank you all. I came in with everything going on, and just now feeling way above a 10, just being here with all of you, talking, chatting, experiencing, and sharing some awesome stuff that's going to be coming up. I can't wait. It has been really, really good. So thank you all. And it's crazy to me that it's already been an hour. It always happens where it goes by that fast. But again, that's what I love about all of this and being here with all of you, is to be able to share this stuff and just feed off of each other. But as I mentioned earlier today, no, wait, over here really quick on TikTok, Corbin says, time goes by fast when you're having fun. You're damn right, dude. You're damn right. When you're having fun and you're here with all, and I'm here with all of you, just having an excellent time. You're correct. As I was saying earlier today, or earlier in this broadcast, my heart goes out to everyone at Buncombe County in North Carolina. And all I can say is, for everyone, please take care of each other. Because again, sometimes the ones who seem the strongest, the ones who smile the biggest, might be the ones who are hiding it the most and struggling. So let's continue to take care of each other. And support each other, because we're the ones who know what it is like. This profession is hard enough as it is to have people treating you like shit or bullying you or anything like that. As I've told people many times, we're going to be the ones to fix this short staffing problem. We're going to be the ones to help each other not feel alone when people retire out and are trying to find their purpose. We are going to be the ones to do this because we're the ones who know. Let's just give a shit about each other. Again, this profession is hard enough as it is. Together we can get through this. And just like Anonymous said as well, that they realized that we are all in this together. We are not alone. And that even though they feel as though the folks that they work with might not care as much, they realize that there are others like them around the country, around the world, who feel the same way, and that they are truly not alone. So be there for each other. I love you guys. Thank you very, very much for everything that you do in this profession. Not a lot of people can do it, but you can. You're there. And if you need help, reach out. If you haven't heard from someone, get a hold of them. If you ask someone if they're okay and they give you the, yeah, of course, ask one more time, or just say, are you sure? Because maybe it's that, are you sure, that will just get them to open up just a little bit more. So again, thank you. Have an excellent night. I have had so much fun with you, and there is so much more to come. And This live broadcast has been sponsored by In Digital, a leader next gen core services. John, good night, my friend. I hope you have an excellent one. And if you have any comments, questions, you ever want to be a guest on the show, excuse me, the flagship show and such, the easiest way to do this is the link that's on the bottom of the screen. And for, for those here on TikTok, it's not on the bottom of the screen, obviously, but I'll just say it out loud. It's links, and that's links with 2 I's, .co/IAM911. You'll find everything there. Email, social media, where to follow, where to sign up to record an episode for Within the Trenches podcast, where to hear the latest episode. We're here, the latest episode of Imagine Listening, as well as Open Mic. And the links for the books are on there for Imagine Listening, but also the link for the community, for the Trenches community that has over 200 hours worth of continuing education, free continuing education, and the Dispatchers Roundtable, 43 rounds. We've got round 44 and I think round 45 that are on deck that are going to be coming up here within the next month or so. So look out for that. And I am going to be posting community events and so much more on the Trenches community. Now that I'm back and I've got a little bit of time before National APCO, and if you're going to be at National APCO, I want to see you. But stay tuned for all of that information so that you will know where I will be at, and to find out more about this partnership with Within the Trenches podcast and Rapid SOS. You'll find all of that out coming up soon. This can be seen on Facebook, YouTube, as well as X and Instagram. And then for Within the Trenches podcast, there are clips from all of the episodes that I have recorded, and they are there on all of my social media, basically Facebook Reels, Instagram Reels, TikTok, YouTube Shorts. They are all over the place. So make sure to look out for those. And then for the flagship show, you can listen 24/7 on Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Spotify, your favorite podcasting app, and withinthetrenches.net. Have a good night, everyone. Again, I love you all. It has been an awesome night, and I will see you all in the next one.